After just 2 full days of deliberations, a federal jury on Wednesday convicted 6 reputed gang members of the brazen killing of rapper FBG Duck on the Gold Coast. Duck's mother and other family members cried and hugged each other as the verdict was read around 12:35 p.m., closing out a trial that had been marred by delays and had stretched more than 3 months. Duck, real name Carlton Weekly, was gunned down in an allegedly gang-related shooting outside of a luxury clothing store in the first block of East Oak Street on August 4, 2020. His girlfriend and another shopper were also wounded in the attack. The feds have tied the shooting to a brutal gang war between Duck's Tuckerville faction of the Gangster Disciples and the O-Block set of the Black Disciples. The years-long conflict was stoked by drill rap diss tracks between Duck and King Von, real name Davon Bennett, an O-Block leader who allegedly placed a bounty on Duck before being shot to death months later. Prosecutors relied on a series of disreputable witnesses to testify about O-Block's inner workings and its lasting feud with Tuckerville, which is also known as STL. Testimony showed that O-Block collected dues and held regular meetings to discuss shootings and drug dealing, claims that are vital for prosecutor to prove O-Block is a criminal enterprise, and the defendants carried out the attack to maintain or increase their clout with the gang faction. Charles C. Murder Liggins, an alleged shooter, was found guilty on 5 of 7 counts. Jurors found he committed the murder, engaged in a conspiracy to murder Duck, used a gun in relation to the shooting, and wounded Duck's girlfriend in the attack. Liggins was found not guilty of shooting another shopper on Oak Street and using a gun in relation to that shooting. Kenneth Kenny Mac Robinson, an alleged getaway driver, was also found guilty of the same 5 counts. He was found not guilty of the same 2 counts. Carlos Lewis Offord, another alleged getaway driver, was also found guilty of 5 counts. He was found not guilty of 2 counts for shooting Duck's girlfriend and using a gun in relation to that shooting. Carlos Lewis Offord, another alleged getaway driver, was also found guilty of 5 counts. He was found not guilty of 2 counts for shooting Duck's girlfriend and using a gun in relation to that shooting. Christopher C. Thang Thomas, another alleged shooter, was found guilty of 3 counts: murder, using a gun in the murder, and conspiracy to commit the murder. He was found not guilty of counts related to the wounding of the other 2 victims and using a gun in those shootings. Ralph T.Z. Turpin, who allegedly summoned the shooters to Oak Street to kill Duck, was found guilty of 2 counts: murder and conspiracy to commit the murder. Marcus Muop Smart, 24, another alleged gunman, was found guilty of 5 counts. He was found not guilty of 2 counts for shooting Duck's girlfriend and using a gun in relation to that shooting.